unfortunately.
I would like this link as well, just so I can see how it's working.
If you go to
It's in the Patreon.
the current resolution, which is not. Oh, Paul, are you streaming in 720p?
Oh, did it update?
Okay.
This should be good. 1080p, 8K bitrate. Whole 9 yards.
Okie dokie.
Clap sync real quick. 5,
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Clap. You guys are perfectly in sync. Everything's Gucci.
Nope.
Oh yeah, we were. I just watched that on stream.
You guys are like perfectly in sync.
Okay, where do I find this?
I'm gonna post this in our group.
Yeah.
That's the link directly to stream. And then I'll send that to Churbles.
That's
General
not
Weaver.
it.
It should be
No,
it.
you hit the RTMP.
That's I'm telling you. I copied stream URL from the dashboard. If you, because like,
That's definitely not.
Nope. Recopy.
Then
click
motherfucker.
on it.
That's not it. That's not it. Okay, I know what you're doing. I know what you're talking about. That's not what you're copying. You're copying the stream URL, which is like what it's talking about, the internal server. You need to actually copy
the one from. Dude, I have never used this fucking platform. It is goddamn useless to me.
Screen share me real quick. It's gonna mess up this thing, but like that's fine for a moment.
Fine, whatever. I will show you exactly what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, no,
I can give you nothing else.
Yeah, that's not it. You need to top right, the little share button.
Okay, well,
That.
there you go.
Yep. Okay, you can stop sharing now. It should be good.
I intend to stop sharing. Thank you very much.
Okay. Cool.
Wow, how dare you? Thought we were friends. Now you're not sharing anymore.
We may need to. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the stream.
There you go.
Okay.
Don't stop the stream
Well,
because the link will
you're gonna have
change.
to- we're gonna have to
Don't
edit the whole
stop the
thing.
stream.
That's fine. I don't give a fuck. There you go.
Yeah. Because it will show our stream key and stuff, so we'll just have to change it afterwards. That
It
looks
won't.
real good,
They
though.
won't see the stream key. I never showed the stream key.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The stream key is shown as off. Like
Cherry,
it.
hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the live recording. You're gonna hear about our 10 to 15 minutes of goosey, grabby, randomy bullshit while we figure out exactly what we're doing and what we're talking about tonight. Our kind of like mini planning process, and of course all the memes that go along with it, like the fact that Comfy's always late. Sip.
Okay.
Paul,
well-
you have a tendency to also be late. Shut the fuck up.
You're not wrong.
I am
Also-
one of the only ones that's on time most of the time.
Yes. Tim is the backbone. If he wasn't here, this podcast would fall apart.
That's not entirely true.
That's
do-
kind of fucking true.
No. There's a lot of the time when I'm the one pushing a lot of things, Tim just ends up being the one who like ends up being there
To
when
do
I
everything.
say that I'm supposed to be there, not because he orchestrated the thing, but because he showed up at the thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I was on time. There's a difference. You said this time, I was there. I was there early.
Man, Tim and I were ready
okay.
like 4
So-
hours early playing Among Us.
That's
well,
true.
yes,
we played
but
Among Us forever.
But I can't help the fact that Tuesdays are D&D days, and we didn't have time yesterday or this afternoon
Which is fair.
because I was in meetings.
No, that was totally
We've had a
reasonable.
busy couple days the last few days. So,
Yeah, definitely been busy. So,
which is why we're late on this. We try to usually get this done on Monday morning.
well, no, it's Monday evenings usually, especially when
Monday
we have a guest.
midday for me.
Oh, that's true. That's because you're, California.
West Coast, yeah.
Yeah.
We try to get it done. We try to get it
just
done
need to
on
get you
Monday.
here.
Period.
Anyway,
We're
trying to get you.
trying.
It's so close. I need answers from other
It's so
person.
difficult. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, we need answers from like 2 or 3 people, and that's it.
Nah, that's true. I also need answers from your stupid college.
Bro, fuck you, same. These motherfuckers are out here.
Don't be upset at me. I'm just saying your college is dumb and needs
I
to
mean,
give
you're-
us all answers. Side note,
you're
Cherry,
not
I really
wrong.
hope you enjoy the Go Blank Yourself in the back of the overlay.
Yeah, it's really cute, quite cute.
I
I can
also-
only notice it when I tab onto the stream.
I also need
Otherwise,
to
the stream is too
apologize
white in preview.
I need to apologize for being who I am today, which means I'm apologizing for wearing a button down when everybody else is wearing t-shirts. I went
Bro,
out
I'm in
today,
I'm in a hoodie because I have
I'm a premium premier supporter.
I have that shirt somewhere. I just don't think I brought it with
I
me
don't
to.
actually think I have
This
that
is your
shirt.
shirt.
Did you say it's my shirt?
Yeah, this is your shirt.
Oh, that's right. I left it at your house.
Yeah.
Duh.
Gotta,
Fucking idiot, Tim.
yeah, it's. I don't want to lift it up higher because there's some stains, but yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a really messy eater when he eats wings.
I am. I'm the worst.
I just
They're
want to know.
boneless, too.
I just want to know, in all honesty, how in the world did you get that shirt? Because I could understand how like I got some of your stuff at TwitchCon, right? Like with Nell and like that, like because you almost forgot your wallet at the table. You and Red, by the way. It wasn't just you. I want to point that out. It was not just you.
That's
It was
good.
both
It's
of you.
not- well, also, my girlfriend at the time was not keeping me accountable because she was there. She should have noticed that my wallet was on the table.
Oh, by the way, Cherry,
disagree.
episode 10 will go up probably tomorrow. So the VOD for episode 10 that's been missing for a week will go up tomorrow when Paul remembers to send me the properly edited audio that is the length of the video instead of the podcast audio.
Mostly because I'm a goose and I
Mostly because I
literally-
keep forgetting to ask for it.
Well, that and I like this weekend I like was just like I'm done. I'm disconnecting. I didn't do work things. I was like bye. I also had a date, but that's beside.
He just
the point.
played League of Legends for like 20 hours.
He did also play a lot of League.
To be fair, like, okay, so last night I was in a call with a couple of my old Dota friends, and like
Mhm.
these are friends that I've known since like high school. Like we grew up together, and then we started playing Dota together, and then like we all moved, right? And so we still play games. I literally sat there and had a 23, 2, and 16 Kaisa game while talking to them about theology, philosophy, and the problems with American society. And every so often I'd get like a pentakill, not a penta, I'd get ultras. And like, you know, Clay would look and go, oh, that was cool. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty dope. Just keep on about our day. League's easy.
League is pretty easy. Not
League
gonna
is
lie.
so easy compared to Dota. It's disgustingly annoying for me. Especially because I had a kid come in that next game when like I was doing the same Kaisa and we lost, trying to say he was a challenger volley bear after he threw, and it was fucking hilarious.
I
Kids
love
can't
people
even
that
lie
claim to be
badly.
challenger
Kids can't even
volabear.
lie badly. Like if you
See-
like, you know what I mean? Like if you played that and like played whatever lane you wanted and then like actually did shit, like and then we're like, ah, well, you know, like I can understand that. But like,
See, if we've learned anything from the past week and a half, it's that I am the greatest liar in the entire world.
Oh my god, you almost got me fucking killed tonight because
You
I was
didn't-
playing third imposter.
were you playing? You didn't see the game where I was playing with Mads, did you?
No.
Yes. Oh, that was the one that I murdered you, and Mads was indoor. So we were up in lab on Polis,
Yeah.
and it was me Mondays, Average, and Smads. Smads was on doors. She was trying to open the door. It was Smads and I that were imposter. Average was on top of her, and Mondays was on top of me. And I was like, I thought she was just fucking with the door so that to keep Average trapped and for me to lead Mondays in there, and we were
Yeah.
gonna get the double kill. She was actually indoor and didn't come out in time, and Average just caught me murdering Paul.
Dude, okay.
And I had to sit there, and Average was like, Cinda, that was the dumbest kill I've ever seen. Like,
I
bro,
remember
work
this.
on your game. And I was like, motherfucker, you're not even supposed to be breathing. You're goddamn lucky I have not outed Smad.
The best thing is when he died, he was like, and you know what? Yeah, that was a bad kill. I'll work on it next time. He was so mad.
And I was like, I can't
Oh.
out Smads here, and she still won the game.
Yep.
You missed the
You missed
game.
my game
Oh.
earlier that day when I was I playing with you guys when I got the flawless game by myself after? Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
So Paul, we were playing earlier. The last game of the night.
yeah.
Every single kill I had, I should have been dead to rights. Every single kill, I should have been dead to rights. I killed somebody in front of 2 people, self-reported it, nobody saw. I killed somebody pretty much in front of Tim, stood on top of the body, and then he walked up and I reported before he saw it because the lights were out, and he defended me.
Was that right out? Like as I went.
Right,
Oh
Yep.
my god!
I killed the person right there and just sat there and waited. And then
Because-
you walked
well, the
up
thing
and
was
I
is
reported.
I saw XTR really close behind me there. So and I saw Camp come out because Camp
No.
walked in the bubble, and XTR was like on the edge of my bubble, but you were not in
No,
my
that was
sight
a-
line.
Okay,
that was a-
so I
that
have
was
to
a
point
different
out
one.
my game from yesterday or the day before playing with It's Jay though and crew.
Mhm.
You remember is Polaris? No, what's the final one? What's the spaceship?
Polis.
The
Polis is
spaceship
like-
is Skeld. Polis is the outpost. Mira HQ is the
It was
one.
Mira.
I
We were
hate
playing Mira.
Not
Everybody
Cash
grouped
Money.
for that first task at navigation.
Fucking idiot. Or in
I walked-
dropship.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I
Dropship
walked
is like
right up behind all of them, got stuck in the middle, killed somebody. They reported, and I was really upset about it because Jay had died first kill 4 rounds in a row, and he just happened to be the one closest to me in that group pile of 8 other people.
Oh,
And I was
so-
just like, I feel so bad. I went to his chat, was like, I'm so sorry.
Paul, I
Tim,
want you to know that you're peaking just a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
we
It's
Let me fix. I will fix.
welcome to the Among Us cast.
Yeah,
But
jeez.
so by the way, Tim, like
Yeah.
earlier in the day, we played a game. We got off on Polis, and then Doodle was an imposter and walked up to like the key thing, but that wasn't the common task. I ran up to the
Storm
button.
did
I
that
hit
too.
it. I ran up to the button. I hit it. I was
Yeah.
like, it's Doodle. This
Oh,
is my
no.
proof. I am done. And like everybody was like, I don't know. It's not really enough proof for me. She's like, I don't know. I did it out of habit. I was like, Doodle. And then she won.
And then she won.
I was.
Was that a game that you and I played?
No, you weren't in it.
Okay, I was gonna say because I was like, I would have immediately voted Doodle
I was the first
on
person
Really?
dead
fucking
that
up
game.
common task.
God.
Nobody-
Fucking up
nobody
common
did it.
task. Oh my god.
That should be
the amount
that
of
should be a
people
little
that
bit
don't
better, by
know.
the way. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit
Okay,
better.
cool.
It's
Cool.
Yes.
because it was just on like really percussive words that sometimes
okay.
it would pop.
Yeah, I got you. Okay,
Ugh.
so are we ready?
I think
think-
we're as ready as
I'm-
we'll ever be.
Yeah.
I want to finish by like finishing up exactly what stuff we're gonna talk about and line up, and then kind of just like talk.
So I haven't been watching anything other than these 3 and Baki.
Oh, we
I
can,
haven't
we can
even
do a
started
casual
Baki.
Baki conversation.
I think we saved it.
I think we
That's
should
fair.
save
I think
Baki
we
for the
save it.
episode,
That's
the bonus episode that's coming up.
Yeah, I'm 12 episodes in.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna
so,
binge it all this weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it this week. Tim, were you there when we decided we're just gonna do the whole thing?
Yeah, I was there for that discussion because we said we were gonna do the first 2 seasons for Bees' episode and
Yeah.
then just finish the whole thing for
For redacted,
that.
yeah.
For redacted.
Yeah.
Well, I
Which
I
actually
think
we have to get
I think
we have to
honestly
get
we're
redacted scheduled.
Yes. We
I think we're gonna roll Bees' thing into
yes,
that if we can.
probably.
It would be
A
better,
lot.
and I don't think he'd complain.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't think he'll
Um,
mind.
Catch up memes, and then we're gonna talk fire. You're not caught up in Fire Force, right?
Not right now, no.
Okay. We'll do.
I am now at the point where I had stopped reading, so
Right.
now I actually have to
ReZero's
catch
real
up.
good. ReZero's been real good.
I am caught up with ReZero.
Okay.
I
we'll
do want to talk
ReZero,
about ReZero this week.
because once again, Echidna is best girl.
It's becoming hard fact that
100%.
Echidna is best girl of the season.
Oh, easy. 100%.
Really weird
Like-
way to say Mitsuhara, but you know.
Mizuhara?
It's
Chizuru
not
Mizuhara?
It's not Chizuru.
Yeah.
I know. I think Chizuru is like best girl. I'm talking of like of ReZero. Best girl of the season as Echidna.
Oh yeah.
Because
but, like,
Rem's not doing anything. If Rem was if Rem was alive, maybe.
So
Rem's
you
taking
can't
it would
do
be-
that though, because Rem.
Is basically
Oh,
6
damn
feet
it.
under.
damn,
Yeah,
I've
but that's
missed
the thing.
I've missed the most recent episode of ReZero.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. We'll
I
still
can
talk about it.
You still do most of it though.
I don't think there's anything crazy this one.
Mm,
It's pretty.
nope.
low-key.
This is a crazy one. This is the crazy one, Paul.
Hold on, let me check, because like if I see the art, I'll remember.
That art is
the
that key art is not the
Subaru
right one.
And
That key art's not gonna help you. All
is not.
I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna put it in our DMs.
Hold on.
That's the key art. I just put it in the group chat.
Yeah, nope. That's not the
Oh,
helpful one.
Yeah. No. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
That this
We can
was
still
not
talk
like a
most of ReZero.
yeah. This was not a baby episode.
It was not. I mean, like, it kind of, but it was like, I don't know.
There was some
Nah, I thought it was-
exposition.
I'm
The
mad. I
last-
thought
I
I was
don't
caught up.
The last 4 minutes, like, you're like,
There
it's like you're like cruising along at like 20 miles an hour, having a good time in a conversation with some tea, and then those last 4 minutes are like, holy fucking yeet. Okay, let's do this.
Oh,
Throwing
Misfit,
hands at hoes.
ReZero, and we can talk Rent a
out of
Girlfriend.
high school
Oh, God, if high
Yeah,
school.
well,
Yes.
yeah,
and Rent a Girlfriend.
we can, this
We
is
can
a
talk
really
four-
low
We
key
can talk
episode.
4 shows
Yeah.
because we don't have an actual topic.
Yeah, we're gonna be like.
News this
by
week
the
is
way,
pretty nice though. So
News this week is slamming.
yeah.
So
well, dude,
I can,
BCRX was.
I can be your conductor on.
I even have another
news
piece of news that I want to talk about. So
There was more
there
more
was
stuff out
so
today
much.
that I
Yeah.
missed.
There was so much. All right, let's get it started, Dad.
Oh boy. Let me just make sure. I mean, actually, you guys have all the news. We just have like the random smaller stuff on the thing. Anyway, okay. I like, so normally, like, we usually start these things with like we're in the middle of a discussion into a meme. Like I have
I
to,
mean-
like, meme it somehow.
No,
Well, hey,
You
guys,
just hit him with that. Hit him with that cold
uh,
open.
Hit him with the
Hit him
cold
with that cold
open.
Hit him with a cold open.
Wait, but I have a piece of news that's record breaking.
No.
Uh,
No.
okay.
It's fine.
Wait, like seriously? Did I
Yeah,
miss
dude.
something? Did I?
Yeah,
How?
Tower of God is getting vinyl records for its soundtrack.
Where the fuck did this news come up, and how did I miss it? And how?
Dude, I
how-
don't know.
And where do I purchase?
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
one
wait,
second.
wait,
I'll
wait,
put it-
wait. I put that. We talked about that like episodes ago. I remember because I brought it up because this is the first half.
Look at the image I just sent you.
Yeah, no. I've seen this one.
God,
Yeah.
I want it. Where's
I'm
money?
buying it. I'm buying it.
guys,
I'm
welcome
buying
to
it.
Studio Blank, the anime and manga podcast where you can follow your news, reviews, and views on all things weeb every single week. I'm your host. I love Mondays, otherwise known as Paul, with my co-hosts Nate and Tim, Comfimus and Syndex Atrix. Holy smokes, I just want to burn money right now because Tower of God is coming out with its images of the vinyl soundtrack, and I'm losing my mind.
The
Ask the
soundtrack
boys.
for that entire show
It's
was
so good.
Well,
good.
Also,
I'm
like-
sorry. Kevin Penkin is a fucking god among men. So
Well, so like, here's the
I
other thing
don't-
about it.
I
Like,
completely agree with you.
it's not even just that like he's a god among men and the soundtrack was good. It was so unique to Tower. Like
Mhm.
the way he blended all of those different elements. Like if you watch some of the behind the scenes stuff, they did have behind the scenes stuff for his soundtrack stuff that they released on YouTube shortly after the season finished airing.
Yeah.
Like the process, the progress, the like him thinking about how he wanted to do Rachel's theme and like adding in these like melody, like so good.
I found the link, by the way, to the project. I'm putting it in the group chat, and I'm buying it right now.
Please,
I
how much money is it? Just tell me how much money it is.
It's $25.
Oh,
that's
I'm
totally
bought.
that's totally
Easy.
fair for a record.
100%.
That's totally
bought.
fair.
Anyway, point is, cool things. Like I'm stoked. I want it. Please support artists. Like I'm saying this like as a proposition to remember that anime is an art form as well as the things that like go into the associated points that make an anime great, right? Like literally we can talk about the fact, I'm going to make a side comment here because guys, I'm going to let you know out front, we don't really have a big topic of discussion this week. We were a little short on time, as we mentioned, you know,
We
the other
had
day.
plenty of time to plan. We're geniuses. We just decided that today we should vibe.
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
true.
that's kind of where we're at.
Anyway, the point is you have anime, which in itself, the animation is an art form, but like all of your favorite anime have other things in that art form that make it super
Well,
incredible.
I can break this down. You have sound design overarching, which is an art form. You have animation. You have the backgrounds, which are completely different teams than the animation teams. You have the music, which is different from the sound design team. You have the writing, which is different from the scripting. Like,
Yeah.
and you have people, and then you have the director. Every single person there is doing their own unique job.
So
and, like-
please, when you can find ways to support those individual jobs, like for example here with Tower of God coming out with an original soundtrack vinyl, it's a limited run. Like do
Mhm.
things like that. Like
Yep,
support your
I-
favorite people, because Kevin Pinkin's a god. So please, you know, support things like that.
It's
Anyway,
pretty great.
that's
I just
like
tweeted
big
it out.
piece of news. Don't do that because it's gonna go out of stock and I won't be able to get one because I'm not purchasing it during the episode.
Um,
Anyway.
Same because I'm broke. But hey, guys, you know what else was really cool and actually closer to record-breaking news than the joke about the
Okay.
record?
What?
okay, but at least we have one for the podcast set when we're all living together. That's
Okay,
the
good.
thing.
I
That's
have
true.
the record player ready to go. Hey guys, did you know that Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel 3 came out?
No,
Yeah, I had
Understand?
heard that.
I did
Yeah,
not.
it's this was its 4th weekend and it's moving up in the charts in the Japanese theater.
How's it doing? I
Uh,
didn't see the numbers, but
Doing
I knew.
really well.
I'm just going to point out that it's probably doing really well in the Japanese theater because the Japanese are already basically back to normal in their theaters.
I mean,
It was
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm
released in
a-
103
Sorry, guys. I'm a
theaters.
little bit
so-
salty about the way the United States is handling the pandemic. Please ignore my salt.
No, it's very reasonable. I also would like to return to movie theaters, but
Anyway, like, I'm excited to go see it. I'm excited to see the final, like, arc of
I'm
what
very
we
excited
consider
for
to
it
be.
I'm very excited for it to show up.
I don't know. I'm just like, we've already seen small tidbits and stuff. So like, it's
Mhm.
going to be good to see what the completed project is. Other fun things that were announced this last week: Dr. Stone's season 2 Stone Wars trailer officially released. That was hype. It was hype. I don't know what else to
With
say.
a release window of January.
Yes.
So-
We also got what else was it?
We got Rising of the Shield Hero season 2 trailer as well.
Yes.
that
Rising
we
of
did.
the Shield Hero was probably my favorite anime out of that season, in all honesty.
That was,
It was
what,
really
last
good.
summer? Not this
It
previous
took
one,
a
but the one before
while.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up because I think it was that.
Because I
But
think
it's,
that was my favorite anime of that whole season, and it
I
was really
think-
well done.
It was
Fun
such a
take
good
on the
show.
isekai genre. Redemption on Naofumi's part was the best. Bitch and trash are that was the best turn of that
I mean-
entire
And trash.
series.
Crazy.
yeah.
Like,
Uh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was
And-
winter. Yeah, it was
Uh,
like spring into summer.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
no, it was winter
Rising
into
of the
spring.
Shield Hero was one
such
of
a
the
good show.
shows that I was like watching constantly. I was like, please get better. Please do good. Please.
It was really
just
good.
And it
end
got so
And
good.
then-
It got
and
so
then
good.
like when because you know that there's going to be this reckoning, like you're so acutely aware of the fact that there will be a reckoning for all this bullshit happening, and when it happens, it's so satisfying to see all of the different people that were being assholes be called out. It's like, you did that wrong. It's like, but no, because your excuse, which you're falling back on, is bad because of this. Now shut the fuck up and go to prison. Like,
I
and the
like,
thing is too, like, the
it's not even just
queen,
that.
like, just
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
up going, now for me, you get to pick what happens next. Like, she was ready to kill her husband and daughter.
Mhm.
well,
like-
but also simultaneously exchange her life for theirs. So that's a whole nother
Oh, yeah.
point. So like it just
Yeah.
it was great character design all the way around. Because like
Oh,
you
absolutely.
had her playing this point of like, I am the queen and this country exists with the matriarchy, and thus like I am absolute.
I like when you get to like episode 15 and you're talking to like Melty and it's like, so yeah, why is the king a dick anyways? And she's like, well, it is a matriarchy. And he's like, what?
Everything
Damn
makes sense
queen!
now.
He's like, where's the queen? And
It's like,
and she's
oh,
like,
she
well,
was
the
on a
queen really likes
diplomatic
you, but she was on a business trip, so like she really respects the shield hero. And he was like, wait,
Bro, what?
she wasn't here when
And-
I got summoned. Why?
And then he gets,
And, the
and then
king,
he gets
and then
to
you
the
find out the
fact
king's a
that
bitch, and you're like, oh, everything
like,
makes sense.
the king summoned everyone, and he summoned everyone, which he wasn't supposed to do, and he accidentally summoned the shield hero. Like, he's that mad about it.
It's such a great redemption arc. I'm really excited to see what season 2 does, just because I really enjoy all of the characters. Seeing the end of what that last couple episodes meant in terms of like the worlds conjoining was so very interesting. And I'm really excited to see where they go with that, and to see what happens to the rest of the cult of the church, because that was a hoot.
That it was,
Yeah.
in fact.
Man's
And that was
man's got
great
smacked.
because like you're following this the whole time, and it's
Yeah.
like the Church of Three Heroes, and then you figure out really quickly that like it's like this ultra religious country that just hates the shield hero.
For no goddamn
For-
reason
for
either.
no
Like, that's the
reason.
worst part.
Yeah.
And Melty's like talking to him, was like, yeah, you were probably supposed to be summoned in the place with all the cat girls, and they love you. And he's just like, what?
It also doesn't hurt.
I got summoned here and not
no.
with the cat
You
girls.
could've given
Can
me
I-
cat girls?
I just want to point out too that Comfy is also visibly upset about this, because he also loves cat girls, and he like deeply
Getting cat
resonates.
girls.
He deeply resonates with Naofumi going, man, I just wish
I
I could have
could've
had
just
the
had
cat
an-
girls.
I could have had an endless supply of cat girls.
It's kind of like
And all I got was a dumb bitch instead.
it's like in No Game No Life when what's his name, the main character,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
when he figures out that beastmen are actually just
Sora?
cat girls.
Yeah, Sora and
Yeah,
Shiro.
Sora. I remembered Shiro. I couldn't remember Sora. When Sora finds out that beastmen are just cat girls, and he's like, "Oh my god, please!" He's like, "Nothing else matters. This is the country we're taking next. We're starting a war. I need cat girls."
So like I'm really excited to see where this next season goes. Same thing with Dr. Stone, because like
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but my cousins
I
like
Love
Tim's an
this
engineer.
manga.
Oh, I'm gonna read the manga after this season, because good
I,
lord, I can't hold it in anymore. Like
Honestly,
that show is not for me
I just don't
it's
know how
so
you can't get
good.
into it. Like my
It's-
because I
cousin
hate the main character.
that's very true. Senku does
Sen-
get better, I
Sen-
promise.
Okay, hey,
He
Senku is 100% that bitch, but that's okay.
He gets better, I promise.
I watched the first 3 episodes, and it was like,
It's
It
it's
was
really
like,
bad. It's
I'm
an ass.
it's horrible.
I
in this-
hate everyone. I'm better than everyone for no reason. You're all stupid for not being as smart as me. Meanwhile, the other characters are actually smooth brains the entire time. So you have him
that
being an
fixes it.
asshole.
That fixes.
but
Okay,
he's
see the
not
problem is you only got to, if you
wrong.
only got to episode 3, I could see that expression. But like you get to like episode 7 where he meets like all of the other villagers and stuff, they're not smooth brained, and it's okay. Especially once you get to like Tim, I'm gonna make the motion of the thing, right?
Yep.
Like you get there and you're like, fuck yes. Like everything makes sense. Everything's awesome. That moment alone gave me more euphoria than a Dragon Ball fight. And that's saying something.
It honestly, the show gets a lot better, I promise. I
Like-
would give it a second shot, and if you still hate it by the end of the season, like
Then
even
just
the
don't worry
first
about
12
the season two.
episodes, then
Give
don't.
it a
Yeah.
second shot, just like I gave Fire Force a second shot.
Yeah, exactly.
and, like,
Just
and
if
then
you
Fire
can make it
Force
to
is
the end of
good.
the first season,
Like it just may not be your thing. And like
No,
the same way that
Exactly. It's like Fire Force is made by a studio I highly respect. It's got great source material. It's very well animated. The opening and endings are bangers,
slap.
but it's
Nah,
not a show that I'm attached to, and
Yep.
I can't be interested in it.
Yep.
Oh,
So
there you go. But you know what show I am really interested in that
Okay.
I haven't seen?
hit it.
So I heard that Noblesse has a premiere date now.
Yes.
We do in fact have a premiere date. October 7th. October
Everything's
7th.
coming out October 7th. And I'm
7th.
so, dude,
October 7th.
Oh,
October
very
7th.
excited for
dude,
that. It's gonna
October
be
7th
great.
is going to be like the littest anime day of this entire year.
I don't know.
This entire season is getting all of the shows that were delayed from summer,
Yes.
and like
They
and then
all
even
start
shows that
within, like, a
started in summer but
7-day
started
period.
late.
Yeah,
Like,
they all start within a
we're
7-day
getting
period.
Noblesse.
Mhm.
We're
And then
getting.
Regular
Right.
at Magic High School season 2.
I'm
we got
so ready.
more.
You have no idea. I rewatched it just like last week. Like, again, it is one of my guilty pleasure anime. I know it's not like one, like it's not a Full Metal Alchemist. It's not like, but damn if it isn't fun.
You know it's not objectively amazing, but it's a great
100%.
time.
But you're just like, ah.
We all have
Overpowered
those shows that we
characters.
watch that
Well,
aren't
like,
great, but we
The
love
very
them.
end of it literally gives me like One Punch Man level stupid vibes on purpose, because
Yeah.
that's literally the end. He's like, oh, by the way, dupe. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
But
He
so-
just, like-
yeah, that's you. I know you guys are both excited about that one.
Yes.
Paul a little bit more.
I'm a little
Probably.
bit more excited for that than I am,
Well,
but
so like, I don't know.
On
It was in all honesty, like,
it's a show that I didn't hate, but I like. It's just
But
okay.
you're not
like,
that attached to it. Like,
Yeah,
you,
like-
you
Well, so
might
here's the
watch the
thing.
second season, but you're not like, oh my god, I need it.
yeah, it
here's
might
the
be one
thing.
that I like watch in bursts.
Okay.
It was I want to say it was my second ever like true overpowered character like series. Like my
Hmm.
first was One Punch Man, and like
Yeah.
my second was a regular at Magic High School. Like
Yeah.
everything else was kind of like true shonen or isekai. And so like I don't know, there was just something very cathartic about like after watching all of these like ridiculous struggles, right? Like you finally find an anime that's not One Punch Man that's supposed to be inherently purposefully satirical.
Where a dude can just
Where a
walk
dude's
around and
just like-
smack people.
Dude's like, huh, I wonder if I apply my magic like this and it does this.
So kind
That'd
of
be
like Misfit. Like
Exactly.
Misfit isn't amazing in any sense.
I disagree.
But-
Misfit is objectively better in every single way
Than a
than
regular.
a regular at this current
Like,
point.
by-
We'll see what
by-
second season does because it gets
I'm saying
yes.
as a standalone show,
Yes.
Misfit is nothing incredibly special, but it's incredibly fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
That's
Like
what I'll
irregular
say.
irregular takes
It's like
irregular
it's
feels
like a
to
B
me
tier misfit
irregular feels to me
and
like
a C minus tier
um,
version of One Punch.
it feels
I
I mean I was gonna
think
go
that's-
back to Chivalry of a Failed Knight, right? Like
Mhm.
Chivalry of a
I-
Failed Knight's better. But like
Yeah, again.
but like we have this moment in irregular that like it just keeps getting better as time goes on, and so like I'm really excited to see what season 2 is, because like episodes 1 through 12 were like that's fun, episodes 12 through 24 were like this is where it gets interesting, and now that we've hit like the end game, right, like I'm really interested to see where it goes at the very least. So
Gentlemen, I have an idea.
yes.
Yeah.
I just realized that we're all ranking our shows that we randomly watch from here and there. I say we make a video where we just do a tier maker.
Okay, I'm good. I'm
Patreon
in.
content easy.
That's exactly what
Yep.
I'm going for. But hey, you know what else is premiering on October 2nd, not 7th, 2nd.
Dan Machi season 3.
Yo, is it wrong to try to pick up Girls in a Dungeon season 3? I like that
Dan
we're getting to a
Machi.
point in time
Dan
where all
Machi.
of the shows I
Dan
used to watch
Machi.
like in high
Dan
school when I got
Machi.
into anime,
Are coming back
like-
out with new seasons.
they're like, oh, we're just gonna make the rest of the show now. Cause like
Yeah.
I watched Don Machi back when it like came out.
Same.
And then I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I hope they make more of it. And then like 7 years later, they're like, hey, here's season 2.
I mean like
and
same
then-
thing with Log Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blog Horizon, I watched that show like again when I was in like high school.
Yep.
And now it's finally or like I watched some of it when I was in college. Now it's done, or they're making another season of it. Which I'm very, very excited for.
Yes.
Only a 12 episode season, but I'm still very excited for it.
Yes. So
I'm
I'm just
hoping
really
that-
interested to see where like all of these I don't know, I guess this season of anime is like the season of seasons. Like
Hmm.
like every so often we'll have like a season that's like all new releases. For like example, when Tower came out, it was like 3 or 4 straight up new releases. And
Yeah, it was a bunch of
Right?
just new shows. I
But,
mean, even
like-
this season is a lot of new shows, the shows that we're watching actively. Like, yeah, we're watching ReZero, but we're watching God of High School. We're watching Rent a Girlfriend. We're watching Misfit. Like,
it's gonna be real interesting. I don't know. I feel like the quality of anime in general has just gone up from like the early 2000s, and we're getting quality stuff every couple seasons. Like it used to be like, you know, back when we were watching My Hero, I think even just as far back as My Hero, right? Like My Hero was like the only standout I have to watch this every single week anime that was really airing when it aired season 1, right? Like season 2 you had some competition, you had some stuff going on, like, and then season 3, season 4 has been like, and those like sections have been packed with stuff that's just real good, even if it's not like your breakout anime of the season. Like we had Mob Psycho 100 season 2 aired next to My Hero season 3. Like that was a time to be an anime fan, because good God, Mob Psycho 100 season 2 was incredible, you know? So like, I'm also very thankful that they actually let that win best animation instead of trying to snag another My Hero win in the middle of it, because Mob Psycho deserved it, but that's neither here nor there. We can talk about that at another time. So I'm really enjoying the fact that we're actually getting quality stuff like every single season, that like I can be like, oh look, this is on my waiting list now, because like it'll get a second season, we know that, but like I get to enjoy this season stuff and find enjoyment in stuff I didn't think I was going to enjoy. You know what I mean? Like when we first read that, like it's on the podcast, when we first read that first description of Misfit, we were all like, maybe. And like this week, like we're like, the lake. We'll get to that later, but like the lake, you know? So it's really interesting. As a side note, everything from now on in Misfit is new, because the translation hasn't caught up yet. So if you're English, the translation doesn't go further than what we just witnessed. I was talking with us about Death the other day. So everything we get for Misfit now is stuff that has not been translated.
Speaking of English,
it's just not translation. It just hasn't been translated because it's independently translated.
Oh.
Speaking of translations for Misfit, did you know that they announced the dub 2 days ago?
I did. I saw that.
And then
That's
they
really
just immediately dropped on the first episode.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Like the dub cast is already up and out, and that's super cool.
So there's a lot of news. We're gonna do this news now. No, I'm not gonna do that news. I was gonna say the thing that we talked about before stream, but like we're not certain how and when, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, well, that will be the 2 redacted things that we haven't talked about yet. When those are scheduled, they will be announced.
We'll have plans.
We have plans for cool things. That's all I'll say.
You know what people do have plans for, because we're still on the news section today.
Yeah, because it's a long boy.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a Shenmue anime coming out.
Yeah, I was just looking at it, and they're working with the game creator Yu Suzuki, and he's the executive producer for it. So like, I bet this isn't gonna suck. I'm actually kind of excited for it.
Yeah. So that I'll probably watch it because I'm interested in Shenmue, but I'm not somebody that's played the games, so I'm not
so like I have no attachment to it whatsoever.
But I am very excited for the next piece of news. Actually,
I played the game, so I'm excited. So this will be cool for me.
Yeah, the last real piece of news that we have is Onyx Equinox. Which was I believe it was a webtoon.
I want to say you are correct, but I'm gonna go look.
He's getting an anime adaptation as a Crunchyroll original.
Okay.
It is. So let me read the synopsis really quick. Onyx Equinox follows a young Aztec boy named Isel, who is saved from death by the gods and chosen to act as humanity's champion. Forced to discard his apathy towards his fellow man and prove humanity's potential on a journey that will take him across ancient Mesoamerica. Mesoamerica and Aztec are the best cultures and styles that no one ever touches on.
And the art style is gorgeous.
Oh, it looks
I
amazing.
love it. The
only other show I know of that has done a similar art style is Roka. Braves of the Six
Yeah.
Flowers, which is one of
Oh, what's
an
that?
amazing show.
There's an
absolutely
anime that I've been
incredible. Very
seeing
good,
on
I've not watched
YouTube lately, and
Paul,
Oh,
just
it's-
pull up that
yeah,
key
yeah,
art
yeah.
over my face.
I can't. It's a window capture, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yes, I did
Sad.
see this. I'm trying to. What's the other one that I've been looking at recently? There's one more anime that got released this season, and it's an American studio, and it's had some of the most beautiful like fights I've seen. It's been on VinnyTube. It's been on a bunch of these, and I'm trying to remember what it's called.
I don't know what you're on about.
Talk about something for a minute, and I'm gonna go find it just because I
I
want to
don't
bring
know.
this to the
Alrighty.
attention of people.
I'm actually really excited about Onyx Equinox, though. Like I've been seeing people talking about it on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to find the source material, but
The style is
the art style is pretty fucking sick.
it's gonna be
like-
dubbed in multiple languages at launch, so there's gonna be an English dub for people who want that. I'm so sold simply on like the setting because I
Yeah.
love Mesoamerican settings.
I'm excited. I think this is
Oh,
gonna be
it's so
sweet.
good.
I've always just loved that setting in general, though. Like, there's just
Mhm.
something about that whole. How do I say this? The world is just so rich in general, especially like you can include the mythology too, right? Like
Mhm.
all of it is ready to like just blow you. Like I don't know, like people forget that like Gilgamesh comes from Mesoamerica. You know what I mean? Like
No, you're wrong there, champ.
not really.
It comes from Mesopotamia.
Yes, but like the
Oh.
Mesoamerican experience ends up from Gilgamesh, like is centered around the Aztec-ish idea. It's like Mesoamerica in but it ends up being also Mesoamerican, which is why you have a lot of that art depicted in Mayan temples and so on and so forth. That's a whole separate discussion. The only reason I know about that is because I was down in South America after my cruise in December, and we ended up talking about it with people there. Like,
Listen, I just want you to know that the two best animated features of all time are, first of all, they're both Aztec Mayan style.
Yes.
One of them is Roca Braves of the Six Flowers, and then the other one is clearly The Road to El Dorado. So
That's true.
interesting.
The Road to El Dorado is one of the best.
Found
it
it.
is my favorite anime.
I found the
Made by
thing
my
that I
favorite
wanted
anime
to talk
studio,
about.
DreamWorks, who makes my other favorite anime, Shrek.
Stop! I'm gonna punch you in the face.
You know what?
It's
I think it's a
Fog
great
Hill-
time for this.
It's called Fog Hill of Five Elements.
Oh,
Okay.
I keep hearing about this and I
Yes.
have no idea if it's any good.
I don't either. I've just seen a bunch of things and fights, and it looks fucking incredible. And the art
I gotta
style is so like uniquely gorgeous. It's like
Yeah,
like I want you to imagine. So for the listeners, I guess I have to describe this properly.
I
I
thought
want you
this
to
was a
imagine
Chinese.
It's not.
one.
It's American. If I
I'm
remember
go-
correctly.
No, no.
is it
It's
Chinese?
a Chinese anime.
Chinese?
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Okay.
Mhm.
I remember Vinny saying something about it. Oh, that's what it was. It caught steam in America. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
It caught steam, but it was produced by Samsara Studio.
Okay.
The art style is like, do you remember like when you were like in arts class and like somebody draw like a fire demon and it was like super one-dimensional but like super vibrant and colorful?
Yeah, no, I saw the
You get
bridge
what I'm-
fight scene from this show,
Comfy.
and it's
I'm
so gorgeous.
I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
Okay,
at
I
all.
want you to imagine one-dimensional like fire, but
It's
like
a line.
but done in like an almost Demon Slayer water type esque painting.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
I just sent you a
I guess
picture
that's
of
the way to say that. Like I'm trying to figure out how to like describe the art style that way, and it's almost as if you're doing like Demon Slayer type like elemental effects.
That was really interesting.
but like
yeah,
all
the
of
sound
it.
design for
Oh, it's
the
so good.
bridge fight is so fan fucking tastic.
So if you have
it,
some
like
time, we'll
it
probably
makes me hard.
we'll probably do an episode this month.
I want to do an episode
talking
just
about
talking about this.
Because
I
it
want this
looks
to be like a
so
bonus
good.
episode.
Again, I
And
knew
what
it
was it
was
called?
not Japanese. It's called Fog Hill of Five Elements.
There you go.
Fog Hill of the Five Elements, but trying to find the English translation for it is ridiculous, by the way, because it's not being dubbed anywhere. People are just fan dubbing it.
Okay.
It's going to be hard,
I'm
but we'll
looking at
we'll
it
do
and I'm
something
like,
on it.
I'm seeing this and I'm loving the fact that like we're finally seeing Chinese and Korean anime make their appearance in like top produced things that people are getting excited about. So it was a really long-winded news section. Holy smokes. Hi.
It was
Wow,
a
and
lot.
Thank you for joining us for the world's longest news section.
Where we
Yeah,
kind of just
legitimately.
spitball fun news from this last week and a half.
Talked about a lot of news.
Other fun things.
Mhm.
King's Coast is releasing its second set of its newest anniversary blend. It's a bourbon
True.
barrel. You might want to check that out because it's probably going to be gone tomorrow. So when you catch this episode, you might want to just check. And if it's gone, it's gone. If it's not, you need to snag some. It's incredible.
I got some of the rum barrel.
Yep. And Nitro Cold
Very-
Brew is on
very
its
good.
last
Buy
set.
one,
It's
buy one, get one 50% off. I have it right here. This is my second one today because this shit is fire.
Very good. And hey, if you really want to support them but you don't drink coffee, hey, you can send me a couple.
That's very true. We have a PO box. We don't
Do we?
actually have
No,
a
we
PO
don't
box.
actually have a PO
We don't have a
box.
PO. We don't have a PO
It's a
box.
joke,
but,
guys.
Hey, you can find my address at.
Guys,
send it there.
that's it for the news tonight. We're gonna just kind of spitball for a
Yeah,
minute.
this was gonna be
because-
like a really chill episode because we've all been like slowly drowning in other things. So it's been like a very busy week, and it was like, you know what? We've been going really, really hard for the last 10 weeks at trying to find like the best format for this podcast and like what makes you guys the happiest and like what we like to produce. And I think we just kind of snowballed and we're losing a little bit of steam. So we
I think-
decided to
I-
reset.
I wouldn't say it that way. I think
No,
we've just
no.
had like a week.
We had a busy.
Yeah.
week.
Well,
Like,
this week
And we're
was
all
just
working. Tim, you're finally back to school.
Tim's been working so hard, his facial hair fell out.
It's
that's actually very true. I did shave. I shaved this week and I hate
No,
it.
it fell out because of stress.
Oh no. I shaved the tufty remains of what was left, but I was pulling it out of my face due to stress.
we
He's like,
we've
"Ah."
had that. We've had, of course, the last 2 weeks, now 3 weeks, has been producing and launching the Rare Drop Roleplay, making sure all those campaigns are set up. This week we finally have. You'll catch this episode if you catch it in the morning. Rare Drop Roleplay will be live in the evening with the boys GCX campaign fulfillment character creation. So go check that out every single Wednesday at 7. Otherwise, like, we've been doing all this crazy stuff. Like my weekends, I had to take a weekend to not do work things because I was going insane, you know, like, and normally we plan on the weekends and have all this time. And so we were like,
And-
let's take a little bit to like actually have some time to ourselves this weekend and play video games we enjoy and kind of relax for a bit.
I have played so much Among Us
Co-
over the
we found
past
out Comfy's
5
the best
Honestly,
liar. It's
same.
ridiculous. If you guys
We-
want it, we'll probably end
Oh,
up doing Studio Blank Among Us nights.
We will. We're gonna need to figure out. who
Friday
we
is
wanna
a-
get.
Friday is Watch Party / Among Us on the
Oh.
Rare Drop channel.
Guys, if you
So-
didn't know, check us out on
Well, this is-
Fridays at the Rare Drop channel. This is brand spanking new. It came out on the
Yeah,
schedule
like-
earlier this week. We're gonna be watching. Say it for me because I say it wrong because I haven't read it.
No,
Thank you.
We're watching Dororo on Amazon Watch Party.
Come hang out
And
with us.
then-
great. Dororo is one of the cleanest animated shows I've watched over the past like 2 years.
It's so good. I'm
We'll be
so excited
watching
to share it with everybody.
We'll be watching about 2 episodes a week, and then after that, we'll be doing discussion for a little bit, and then we'll
and
be
playing Among
playing
Us.
some Among Us after that, probably as
Or-
part of
or-
the game night.
Or something else, depending on what it ends up
Yes.
being.
Yeah,
Because we
like-
don't want to pigeonhole to always being Among Us, even though, oh my god, guys, have you heard about this game called Among Us?
It's free and mobile. Get it. Anyway,
$5
um,
on Steam. You should buy it. It's $5.
anyway.
What
We're just
between
like ad
Among
spotting
Us
so
and-
many things right now. Like there's no format to what we're doing.
Kings, don't forget to buy your King's Coast, please. Please.
Um,
Please.
Not sponsored.
And then the last point, I guess we'll add.
Only
and then we'll
like
kind of
half
segue into
sponsored.
talking. We'll say this, and then we'll segue into other things. Our Patreon is up. if you'd like to support us and our ability to create content and get comfy over to the East Coast and all these crazy fun things.
And help me move to Florida and help us pay for an editor so that Comfy, Paul, and I have a little bit less work on our hands each week to get some of the Patreon content up, so it's up as early as possible.
Well, for example,
Um,
right? I want people to
Well, that's
understand,
work.
if we had an editor, it means we wouldn't have to have probably 4 to 5 hours of our week dedicated to making sure the episode gets up whenever it needs to be done, and we could do extraneous Patreon content for you. Like earlier this week, you're going to see this next week, we did Tim and I did about an hour and a half of chilling and hanging out in Minecraft and talking some anime and showing you what our world's like. So like,
Yeah, and I have to edit that and do my classwork so that I don't fail, so that I can
If you wanna
graduate.
Send that to me, I can edit it.
Okay.
But you know, like thank you guys
will
for
just
supporting us. We're already at how many Patreon? We're at 6 right now, I think.
5 or 6. Honestly, for those of you that are patrons, I honestly could kiss your face. Thank you for
Thank
all
you
that you do for us.
all that you do.
It means a lot that you guys even download and listen to the podcast every week or just once if this is your first time. Thanks. Do it again. But it means a lot that we get any level of support, and the fact that people are willing to, for lack of a better term, put their money where their mouth is and tell us that they want us to keep going is great, and it's amazing, and we love you so much, and we'll do this as long as you want us to do it.
And
Basically.
for those of you that aren't following us on Twitter at Studio Blank Pod, seriously, the amount of support that we've gotten over the last now 11 weeks when this goes up has been phenomenal. This is the thing that I brag about to my friends the most, is how well the podcast does because of all the support that you guys do. I didn't think, I legitimately brag to my IRL friends, and I'll like get into call with them and haven't talked to them in weeks, and they'll go, the first question I get is, so how's the podcast doing? What do you guys have going on? Like,
Yep.
what's,
You
like,
did you walk up to like your college counselor and they're like, yeah, so we think you're gonna have to stay here next semester, and you say, do you know who I am?
I have a
I have a
podcast.
so I definitely have done that to one of my professors this semester. Not because of anything other than the fact that he asked like what I did during the days when I wasn't in class. I was like, well, sometimes I stream on Twitch, sometimes I like do my homework multiple days ahead of time or hours before it's due and scream the whole time, or
Or
I'm
I have a
recording a
podcast.
podcast. So yeah, I have a podcast.
Guys,
That's
seriously,
great.
thank you. We're gonna take
It
the
means
rest of
the
this
world.
time before we transition to our ad break, and then we talk this season stuff. To kind of just meme a moment for the fun stuff that we've gotten to watch over the years. I kind of just want to take a moment and be like, hey, I don't think we've ever done it officially on the podcast. Like we kind of in the first couple episodes, we're like, we're like isekai meme lords and all those things, right? But like let's take a moment just to be like, hey, I'm Paul. Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite anime of all time because it's a deep philosophical discussion on like the human condition. Nen is super cool as a power, and then I got really into Tower of God, and that's how we started this podcast. Like things like that, you know, like what are the things in anime that keep bringing us back to like being so passionate and involved in a community like this? I guess is kind of where I was going with that. That work?
Yeah.
You know?
Hi, my name is Paul, and I like Hunter x Hunter. My
And
name
I
is
can't
Paul,
pronounce
and I'm
Japanese
addicted to
names.
HXH.
that too. Or
My-
you can just call it Hunter x Hunter. I just like I know people that get confused if you don't have the X in the middle. I don't know,
There-
like
there
because they're not
are-
weebs.
Hi,
Oof.
my name is Paul, and I'm addicted to shows on hiatus.
You're not wrong.
You have to reel back for a moment.
Like had to think about it for a moment, and I was like, oh wait, that's on hiatus. Oh wait, that's a
Oh no. Oh, no.
Like for example, right? Like Chivalry of a Failed Knight hiatus. Forever.
Hunter x Hunter.
Even
Infinite
Hunter-
hiatus.
Up until very, very recently, a regular Magic High School hiatus.
Hiatus.
Like, what's it? What's the black bow with Tigman Vor? Oh my goodness, I don't remember the name of that one. It's a really dope like mini harem ecchi.
Can you guys flame me for
Well
my
then,
fucking shows?
That's the only one I've ever liked, and it's mostly because it doesn't focus on that. It's literally
Are
like
you sure about
yes,
that?
because the
Every
girl
every
the
show
girl-
that is harem ecchi is focused on the harem ecchi. Don't
No,
you
it's not.
fucking lie to me.
I'm not.
Don't you
I
fucking lie to
promise-
me.
I promise I'm not, because it's really only one girl.
It's between the thighs of girl 3 and girl 8.
It's not really. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up to see what it's actually classified under, because I'm not actually sure it's edgy.
He watches
Paul?
it for the plot.
No.
Oh,
I
the
didn't say that.
plot?
I didn't
The
say
plot.
that.
The plot.
I did not say that.
Wait,
I
oh my
want
god!
you to
Did you guys
know-
know that there's a ping pong the animation?
No. There's a what?
Just called ping pong. I'm browsing my anime list because you started talking about old anime you watched. I was like, I should see what anime I see. Yeah, ping pong the animation is number 56 on my anime list. Just so you guys know.
Okay. The show is called Madan no U Tuvandis, I think is how Lord Marksman. Lord Marksman and
Vanadas.
the Vandis. Vanadas.
Yeah, Cherry's talking about it in chat right now.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
it's great.
wait, give me a sec.
Okay.
Actually, because now that we have chat, we can make
We
the
have
chat
a live
memes. That's right. Oh, so by the way, for our listeners, if you would like to see this episode recorded live, and all of the future episodes recorded live, hop on over to patreon.com/studioblank, and the $10 and above tier gets to hang out and chat and watch the stream live while we record. So
Anyway,
we have
Yeah.
some
Actively
viewers in
watching.
there.
it's not like, so it's harem, but it's not edgy, is what it is. So,
It's
It's only as etchy as you want it to be. The real etchy is in here, Paul.
you need to stop, because no, please stop.
He's
Stop.
not
He was over
wrong.
here doing the oh.
Hit him with it.
I dabbed for the first time in 7.5 months, chat. If you want to see that, it'll be in the VOD.
That's
Hey,
not true. I watched you dab before that.
You know what?
This is
guys?
the second time in 7.5
Oh,
months.
Anyway,
wait. Hi, my name is Comfy, and I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for no goddamn reason.
he's not wrong. All he does is talk about JoJo's outside of the podcast, and including
I
the
talk
the
about plenty of
77 page PowerPoint.
Listen. If somebody needs me to explain the first 2 parts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, then maybe it's convenient to have a 70-page PowerPoint available for them. I
He's
don't
not wrong. It was very convenient to me because I had only seen part 1 and I fucking hated it. And
know.
he
That one's
was like,
bad. So
well, it is objectively bad, and you
it is
admitted that on the
objectively not
first
good.
page of the slides. So that made me feel better,
That's
and
true.
so now I'm slowly rewatching it, and I've made it to season 3, which supposedly is when it starts to be okay.
Yes.
Wait, you didn't like why can't I think of it? You didn't like Battle Tendency? You didn't
Was
like
that season
Joseph?
2?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't hate season 2. I just don't remember. Like, I kind of skimmed through it because it was in the PowerPoint.
That's like actually my favorite season.
It's like
ridiculous
trying to
and
skim through
stupid.
One Punch. You can never actually catch everything that's going on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
There's a lot that happens in.
So I
Uh,
skipped to season 3, so I'll go back and watch season 2 again. But I just
I-
want to like actually get current with it
I-
and see how I feel about it.
I'm Paul, and I'm gonna make an unpopular opinion. One Piece is great. I just don't care.
Okay, well, your popular opinion can suck my ass.
Not an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Hey,
only
guys, unpopular opinion. I
Cold-
think the Disney movies they're pretty good.
cold take. One Piece is good. Like
Dude,
No,
absolute
One Piece is
fucking
incredible.
zero
One
take.
Piece is incredible. I just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I didn't get into One Piece when everybody started getting into One Piece. Like I
I
can't
tried to
get
get
into
into
One.
One Piece.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
If I wasn't
have-
reading the manga, I don't think I would give as much of a fuck about One Piece as I do.
Well,
Because
so,
the
like-
manga is chef's kiss.
You like I
The,
have
the
friends
show
that
is
like the
fine,
same
but the
reason.
manga is
Same reason you couldn't get into Attack on Titan. Tim,
No,
side
I
note,
was
chat-
into Attack.
No,
No.
so- no,
Do
if
not
you-
let this motherfucker lie to you. I liked Attack on Titan season 1, and then it took me 5.5 years to get season 2, and by then I had other shit to watch, and then season 2 was a snore.
Season 2 was literally just
Season
10
2 was
episodes
setup
of nothing
snore,
and
yes.
2 episodes of exposition.
And then I couldn't be bothered to watch season 3 after season 2, and
Yeah,
supposedly now it's good.
No,
I
season
mean,
3
season
is
3
where
is
it got
fucking
good again.
batshit insane.
Season 2 was the Operation Health of Attack on Titan.
Yes.
It's like, we know it's not fun. We know you're missing the Serbian chicks, and we'll get them to you
I
eventually.
mean, you're also
but,
missing the
like,
Titans.
Yeah, but we promise you, when it's all done, it'll be good.
Well, I mean, like, for example, right? Like you
To
can
be
say,
fair, I did not have that promise when I finished season 2,
You're not
so
right.
I was not giving season
no.
3 a goddamn look when it was
and then,
done by the
and then we
same
got
studio.
to season 3, and we got Captain Levi in all his
Being-
glory, and it was so good.
In like the second episode of season 3, like watching Levi fight Kenny and the scouts,
Like-
or Kenny and
like-
his squad, you can watch the budget drain from the show. It's like, they did such a good job with it, because I had read ahead in Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I was I was pretty much at the end of season 2, pretty much where they cut it is where I stopped reading.
Yeah.
Because that's where it was when when Attack on Titan season 1 ended. That's how far the manga was.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that they waited as long as they did to make more content, because now they can actually finish it. But yeah, season 2, I knew it was gonna be exposition.
I just
And it
like
was.
so I'll put like this is
Yeah.
what happened with me. I saw season 1 of Attack on Titan with my cousin, and then I just didn't care after that. Like Tim said, like we had this like really long waiting period, and I didn't see season 2 until I watched season 2 into season 3. Right? Like I watched it all in one go.
Yeah.
Except for like because I started Attack on Titan midway through season 3, like the part like the beginning of part 2. So like I had waited, and like I was like, okay, well I'm just gonna wait till like part 2 starts airing. And holy smokes, when you watch it in one go through instead of like having to wait the years it took and from season 2 into season 3,
5 years.
right? Like you have this like epiphany of how important all of season 2 actually was to like the
it's-
plot of season 3 into 4 into what we know is going to happen in 5, right? Like
Season 2 of Attack on Titan is season 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
go ahead.
It's
Tim.
boring, it's exposition, it's not entertaining, it's necessary for the rest of the story.
Yes.
Let it be known that the three of us have had this discussion at least 4 times, so
100%.
they're just preaching to the choir at this point.
Oh,
Like,
100%. But I don't know, like I just enjoy talking about the fact that like you can have an anime that has a
Where-
season where it's just kind of like you're like
it's just shit.
you're
It's
like
just shit
why
tier.
is this a thing? And then you get
Why
to the
did you
next
ruin
season
my IP?
and you're like, holy shit. Like
Except the problem is when it's a long running show and the bad season is 60 episodes long. Looking back at One Piece.
I can't defend that.
Who knows where I stopped watching One Piece? We've talked about it before.
So like,
You can't
and that's my
defend it.
thing. Is like this is my other
Like-
thing about my favorite anime that I have, right?
I would
You
try
have-
and defend that, but I can't.
You have all of these moments where like you have moments of downtime.
Mhm.
Thriller
like-
Bark is a mistake.
And then you're like, oh, that's what it was for. And I often like
Yeah.
have these moments when I'm watching like movies where I'm like, you know, like for example, let's talk about Thor 2.
Wait, let's
Like
Why? Why would anybody ever
No,
want
no,
to do that?
no, please. Actually, spare me. Let me introduce myself to the new listeners that we're potentially going to have, and then let's go to ad break and completely ignore the discussion of Thor 2 because that movie doesn't exist. Fuck you. It's
Yeah.
Christopher
there was-
Eccleston is in it, and it ruins his career. Fuck that movie. Fuck everything about it. It was the worst thing to ever happen to the Ninth Doctor.
You know
And
what?
he got blackballed by the BBC.
There is no Thor 2, but there is a great 10-second scene where Loki dresses up as Captain America and makes jokes about him.
Yes.
Exactly. That's the
There's a
only
great
thing.
10-second scene. I don't know why they just released it on a disc that says Thor 2 that has an hour and a half of black screen before and then an hour of black screen afterwards with no other content. But
I'm gonna make this point, and then Tim can introduce himself.
Nope. I'm cutting Paul off.
Nope.
I
If
have
we didn't get the Aether, Infinity War wouldn't have been good. That's it. Nothing else matters. The only thing that matters from Thor 2 is the fact that the giant thing that is red showed up.
Thor
Also,
2
Thor
is
2
better than Iron Man 3.
Thor 2
I
is
think that's
not
a
better
hot
than
take.
Thor 2
That's
is
a
not
hot
better
take.
than Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is Tony character arc, which needed to happen before Endgame. You can agree
Also,
that it was bad.
as much as everybody hates
Yeah.
Iron Man 3, the Mandarin was easily one of the funniest things they've ever.
100%. Incredible character. Ben Kingsley's
Okay.
a legend. Go, Tim.
Okay.
What was so amazing?
Nope.
was they just-
Tim, go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tim, otherwise known as Syndaxatrix, Syndaxatrix. And you can find me watching my favorite shows that include Demon Slayer, Monster Girl Doctor, Kappa/S.
Emergency meeting.
Emergency meeting.
It was a meme. It was a meme.
Oh,
It
God.
was a meme. It was a meme.
Shit out of here.
Oh, my
You knew
gosh.
what was happening.
I know. I knew that was the thing. I had to go for the meme because I suggested that at the start of the season because I thought it was going to be a really quality remake
It was
of
not.
Monster Musume, and it was everything sad. It was
was
so
pretty bad.
sad.
It was real bad.
It disappointed me, and I love ecchi, and I was just like, the fuck am I watching?
So, okay, it was so bad that Paul and I were watching it together, and we unanimously decided to skip to the end.
Yeah, it wasn't fun for me. But normally I'm the one watching the ecchi garbage or the harem garbage,
Yep.
or trying to find the one slice of life show that is like
God tier.
expectation subversion central, and we did. We found it. It's Aresaki. Are you the only one that loves me? Go,
Or
please.
same yesterday for me.
Please, or no. Comfy found that and then
That's-
tortured my existence for like 8 weeks with it. Thank you very much.
Oh, well done. It hurts.
Yeah.
It's like
Anyway,
It genuinely ripped
Oh.
my heart out. So yeah, that's my one recommendation to anyone. If you want to laugh so hard that you probably will piss yourself, go watch Aresaki. It's fucking hilarious. Especially now that there's 3 OVA episodes out, and I think it's just one big episode on Crunchy. So it's like episodes 13, 14, and 15. Like you're getting like an hour and a half of content there.
guys, thanks for listening to this first half. We know it was kind of like really all over the place and memey.
This was
But-
supposed to be an hour-long episode, and it's definitely not going to be that short.
well, considering we're already at an hour 10 minutes on recording.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way it's that short.
Well, so here's the thing. In all honesty, we'll see if we can't cut some of the earlier stuff just because it gets a little out of hand, and we'll enjoy this latter half of the discussion because we're gonna talk about the lake. We're gonna talk about the girls.
I had an actual reason to hit the emergency meeting button. I'm happy.
I gave it to you. That's all that mattered,
true.
right?
You did.
Like,
We'll let the
We'll cut that out, don't worry.
we'll let everybody have our hot takes that are all real bad. In all honesty, actually, mostly my hot takes that are real bad. But that's
I was
beside
gonna
the
say,
point.
Paul's the only one with like
A
hot
bad hot
takes. I'm
take.
pretty sure most of mine.
For some reason.
Yeah, mine are pretty much absolute zero.
That's
Like we're talking zero
imagine-
Kelvin takes.
It's like me rolling ones in D&D. It just happens all the time.
Paul spitting hot takes literally every time he
Wow,
breathes.
I've heard enough from you two, but what about this word from our sponsors?
That was amazing. I loved that. Thank you. Thank you for everything you just did. That was everything I've ever wanted in a transition
Oh god.
in my entire life. You basically just snapped our necks on camera. What is this, Among Us?
Dude, oh, I am considering
Guys.
how fast I just turned the conversation.
Guys, welcome to our interim ad break.
Yes.
It is
So
true.
for the patrons that are here, if you haven't watched the VODs that I've posted
I'll
on
be
the
right back.
Patreon page, those are the unlisted videos on this channel in the VODs playlist, and it has all of the shit that's like this. So you should go watch it. It's really funny. Episode 10 will be up tomorrow, probably. If not tomorrow, then like early tomorrow, midday tomorrow, because I only have one class.
Yeah.
So as soon as Paul
is-
sends me the fixed audio, then I will get
we
that
do have some
bumped,
kinda
and then
unfortunate timing right now.
yeah,
because
it does do the suck.
Yeah, because it's almost 1 a.m. for you.
Yeah. I mean, if I can get the audio here, make sure it's synced, I can get it rendered out in like 5 minutes and then get it starting to upload. So, because otherwise it's going to take like 8 hours anyways, knowing how bad my internet is right now. Like,
Mhm.
at least then it'll go up. So,
you really quick on the do you want to cut that and cut that
I mean,
2 and 4? Because I feel like
yeah, we
like
can
the
cut
other
2 and
two will be
4.
better. Yeah, I feel like the other two will be better content, and also
It'll keep it a little bit short and sweet.
it'll keep it short and sweet. That's the theme of this week is short and sweet. We're not trying to deprive you of content. We're just like
Maybe we record like an episode later in the week.
What do you mean?
Tim,
See ya.
you and me can do some ReZero stuff later. If,
Yeah, we'll talk ReZero.
watch
We can.
tomorrow's, last
You know
week's
what we'll
episode.
do tomorrow? You watch last week's episode, and then we can watch this week's episode, like this coming
And then
week's
we- and then
episode,
we can talk about it.
and then we can
And we can
record
do that after we
something.
get back from class
Okay.
and stuff.
So here's my
Like,
thought.
I get out of class like pretty much at the same time that the episode goes up.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's dope then.
Like
we
my
can figure
class
something out
starts at
later.
11:45, and I'll probably only be in class for about 25 minutes.
So if you want me to be
Oh,
honest,
Mhm.
I'm thinking what we do this week is we leave this whole first half for Patreon and we just do like a week
Or-
summary in this whole next section. Just like reset.
So just none of the news on the.
I mean, like we could do
Holy
news. We could do
fuck.
news and then like cut Comfy's like ad break thing, and just
No,
like,
no,
have
no.
that perfect like transition. Be like,
Oh, and just
"Eh."
snag that.
Yes, and just snag that and use that as the transition.
Oh fuck! Then I wish I had timestamped it.
How much?
It's been
Cause-
like
cause-
How much
5
longer do you want to
minutes.
try to go?
Because so news
Not
ended up
much
being
longer.
about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's fine.
So we could just end up doing this latter 30 minutes, and that you'd have
Yeah.
about a 45, like an hour episode.
We're gonna not talk about Rag and ReZero, and we're gonna do ReZero later as Patreon content after
fine.
this week's episode.
That's fine.
So,
I think the timestamp that I
roughly.
just put in there is
Roughly.
roughly where Comfy made
Because
that.
like we talked a
meme.
lot about in that whole news section about stuff that's airing and current and like back and forth.
Yeah,
so I'm not too
we
worried about like,
did. That's like actual content. Bless you.
so I don't mind leaving the whole thing like this for Patreon. I just like
And
I
just
feel like the
leaving the VOD.
podcast episode.
Yeah, it's honestly what I might do is I might not even like rip the VOD down. I can just leave it as an unlisted video, and I can just put it in the VODs playlist.
Yeah.
For episode 11. So I won't worry about ripping it and then replacing the audio. The audio should be fine.
Yeah, I just want the podcast to be more of like the podcast.
Yeah. That's fine. We can trim that down.
I'm gonna have to do it in the morning. I'm gonna have to get some sleep and do it. But like, lol.
Yeah, 57 I think is the social clip. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's right. I have to rip the video down anyways to get the social clip.
Yes.
what's the social clip?
the socials
It's
for Rare Drop and Studio Blank.
that. Yeah, no. I think I'm just gonna use the same clip for both this week.
I know that, but what's the clip that you chose?
Fuck. It was something really funny. I like couldn't stop but giggle at the both of you saying something really stupid, or maybe it was Paul making a really dumb cold take and saying it was a hot take, and us just flaming him for it. I'll have to go back and watch it.
I like
fine.
One Piece.
Yeah, I think it was actually the One Piece line, and I was like, that was the dumbest thing I've heard all week, and I just had to steal it.
I
Yeah.
just I'm the one making all the bad takes just so we can have great content. It's fine.
Honestly, it should be
Yeah,
like
that's
55 minutes
why.
into this video. Like I can go back and watch it
Yeah.
right after, and I
Yeah,
can give you an idea of what it is.
Okay.
Well,
Plan is to do news, and we'll do a fun cut with Comfy stuff to like his fun transition. Because that last little bit was fine. I just think like, I don't know. It wasn't like it was off brand. It's just like it was a little chaotic.
I mean,
It's very
everything we do is chaotic.
That's not true. We are
That's-
we are chaotic in our structure, but like that whole like after
Paul,
news.
you kept
was,
getting
like-
on tangents.
I was.
That was the problem.
Well,
You got a
yes,
Thor too.
yes, I did. That-
Like There is never in any normal
That's not
human
true.
conversation
That's
a
not true.
reason to bring up Thor 2 unless they say, hey, Thor, what's Thor 1 plus Thor 1? And he says Thor 2.
That's actually very factual.
I don't agree.
Factual.
Actually
What have you
factual.
done?
I
Oh
don't
my
know, but
God.
I hate it.
Control Z. Oh my God. Okay.
That
Stop it.
I don't know why it keeps breaking.
Just, what are you trying?
All I want to do is okay. I was just
Anyway.
I was closing this and all right, that's fine for now.
Okay. 10.
I was taking out the
9.
timestamps.
Guys, welcome back to episode 11 of the Studio Blank podcast. Comfy's memeing, so I'm gonna wait for him to calm down.
I'm completely calm. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
I just saw you kill him, Vince.
Okay, cool. We're long story short, just for you guys, the whole episode's gonna be up on Patreon, but we got really off topic and we want to keep this nice, short, and sweet for you guys. So we're gonna leave the news up. You're gonna hear our transition. You're gonna hear the ad break, but we're gonna talk about this week's stuff and in God of High School and Misfit of Demon King, and then we're gonna wrap it up here for you guys and have a good one. So, good Lord, the lake. Let's start with the lake.
Well, let's set the scene. Misfit. Last we left was we
showed up at the hero school.
Yeah. Well, so they decided they're doing inter-academy training and exams. So the Demon Academy or the Demon King Academy, all of the third years and the first years, because they're special.
Who gives a fuck about because they're the class of chaos or something.
The generation
of chaos.
Thank you.
Which is when people would be reincarnated. So similarly with the Heroes Academy, they're also taking the first years and having them do the bullshit. But so basically all of the first years and all of the third years of the Demon King Academy had to go to the human realm, to the Hero Academy. And obviously Anos was like, guys, why the fuck are we going to go on a 10-day trek through the mountains? I'm just going to snap my fingers. Hey, look, we're here.
Mostly because he's been there before.
Yeah, and he has teleportation.
Yeah, he's pretty well accustomed to the place.
Anyway, so they get there and girl greets them and goes, holy smokes, you're here already. What do you mean? And they're like, well, we showed up. And they're like, oh, cool. Well, I guess we'll show you around the place since nobody else will be here for a couple days.
He's like, I want to learn more about like heroes and shit. And she's like, well, did you know that having fun isn't hard if you have your library card?
I can't believe that just came out of your mouth.
Oh my God. Long story short, they go to the library.
Go to the library.
And Anos finds out that is it Canon or Kanon? I'm pretty sure it's
Kanon.
Kanon's 7 sources.
That canon?
Have all been reincarnated into different people. Because apparently somebody murdered him.
Oofy owie oof.
I want to point this out. The girl said a human murdered him. Nothing else has said that a human murdered him.
Yep.
Literally
the rest
nothing
of history
else.
Also
now,
doesn't say that.
My theory is that she's the true incarnation of canon. Reincarnation of canon. That's my theory.
So we're skipping ahead a little bit. I want to say something that I'm sorry for like taking a moment. My brain just was like wrapped around that for a moment. Anyway, they get through this whole thing, and it turns out the other sources of canon suddenly try and like ambush Anos because they're like, "Oh, you supposed to be the reincarnated Demon King of Tyranny?" And he's like, "Well, yeah." And they try and fight him, and Mans gets smacked.
Absolutely smacked up and clapped up.
And then brand new best girl is like, hey guys, let's stop.
Yeah, she's so fucking cute. And something is so sus about her, and I think she's the original source of, like, she's got the original source.
I think she's hiding
it too. but I'm
because-
also not sure about that.
I'm not sure
Well-
about it either.
Did you watch her during the inner academy exam?
Yes.
They just put her in the thing, and
They were like, "This
you
is our
watch her
secret
just
weapon."
like glow, and it was like, hmm.
So
that
anyway,
was
they get through
horrible.
this whole
That sound
thing.
was horrible.
They were like, okay, and then it turns out throughout all of these exams and the tests, the Hero Academy is cheating and cheating.
What? The
And
humans have
And
prejudices
Anos
against demons?
And Anos goes,
Never.
"Cool, you're cheating. You're cheating. That's cheating. Let me explain to you how you're cheating." And then they finally get to the actual exam.
Really quick, can I point out that substitute teacher is the greatest teacher ever?
Yes.
Yes,
Substitute
I love
teacher
her.
is best teacher.
She immediately picks up on Anos is the reincarnated demon king. There's no other explanation for it because this man is so goddamn powerful. She just trusts him and listens to him as counsel. Like
Yes.
in
She is lovely. I love her.
Well, not even just that. Like, and this is my favorite part about her, is she has her actual student who she's been with for years.
Yes.
Like, and her student hates Anos. He's like, I can't do it. I don't care if you're the demon king of tyranny. Like I don't trust you. I don't believe that everything that you say is true right now because everything else I've ever experienced tells me differently. I'm not gonna like submit to you, which is fine. Like, and like as a character, that's like, and Anos treats him with the utmost respect. He's like, you're my third year. You're my senior at school. Do what you need to do. If you believe you can do this, I'll let you do this. And so then they had the actual fight, and the humans are again cheating and using holy water, lol, which like
They filled
poisons
the
demons.
lake with
They filled the lake
like,
with holy
holy
water.
Not all of it, but it was there was some holy water in the lake, enough to make the demons go, ow.
And so, you know, he figures it out and figures out how they're using the holy water. And his senior like, comes back and he's like, I refuse to let you treat me. I've been slashed with like a spirit sword thing and given a stigma. And Anos is like, of course I can heal this. I'm the demon king of tyranny, lol. And he goes, no, like I refuse. Like I hate you. And, you know, Anos looks at him, and then this is the other thing that I love about Anos. It's like the most fatherly, like, I love you, and I'm trying to teach you a lesson here. Goes, if the bird dies while it's still in the nest, it's on, like, the fault of the parent.
Mm-hmm.
So won't you be willing to accept something from something you don't like because it will honor, like, the one who raised you?
Well,
And dude's
he was saying this in reference to the teacher.
And like the teacher's sitting there like crying, like, I can't heal you. You've been hurt. Like, I can't believe I let you do that. And the, you know, and I don't remember his name. It starts with an R. And the third year, yeah. And the third, and he just like, he's like, fine, I'll let you heal me out of respect for my teacher than the one who cares about me so much. And he goes, you know, and Anos goes, and by the way, you did your job perfectly. Thank you. Let me kick their asses. And, you know, the human incarnations of Kanan are sitting there up on top of this rock. And they're like, ha ha ha. And Anos is like, you ready for round 2? And they're like, well, you know, like, we know it's down there. He's like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, well, I don't know. Maybe you could drain the lake. And the headmaster of the human school is all like, no, that'd take too much time. And Anos goes, hold on. What lake?
Lake gone.
Lake is evaporated.
So many summer vacations ruined.
And
also,
so
the third year demon boy, his name is Revist.
Yes, Revesto.
Revesto. And so the human headmaster's like, no, I forbid this exam to happen now because you've destroyed my home field advantage. And all the reincarnations are like, nah, bitch, this isn't actually going to be a fun time. This isn't going to be a one-sided stomp. They're like, and if we have to, we'll just bring out our secret weapon, panning to girl from earlier, inside the castle, who is glowing.
She's been like not there during most of the exam.
It also doesn't hurt
they make a point of that as well.
Well, they also make the big point about her when talking to Anos gets real sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like Misha, it makes a very particular point to be like, I know she was smiling, but she seemed really sad talking to you, saying goodbye. And everybody's like, what do you mean? So I'm not entirely sure, like, it's the true source of canon, right? But I would not
I
be
see-
surprised if the fact that like they are not unified as sources is because of Dilhevia or a correspondent of Dilhevia in like a human accomplice to Dilhevia in the human kingdom. Which thus split up his sources, and like he won't be able to return to himself unless the sources come back.
It could also be possible that she has the true source, but because he was already split into 7 sources, she only has like partial memory, or she
That's
can only
true.
tap into some of it.
That's true. Because yeah, I mean, like if you remember, Anos didn't get all of his memory, like his power, or he got all his memories. He didn't get all of his power back at the beginning.
He only had like 10% of his
and
power.
he
In
had
fact,
all of his sources, because it mentions that he has more than one. Like he has
Yeah,
a
he has-
destruction source, but
I think he has 8 sources.
no, Kennen has 7, and that's the most.
Oh, then yeah, I think he might have.
He's
He has
5.
5.
Yeah,
He has 5 sources. That's what it is. I couldn't remember if he had 5 or 8, but I knew it was like
Yeah.
an oddly specific number.
So anyway, you have this whole thing. I'm really interested to see what happens like this week. Because good lord, if we see a fight between like canon levels of absurdity and Anos levels of absurdity, it's just going to be a raging good time. And like I said earlier during news, we're past the point of translations. Like there is no translation for the rest of this light novel at the moment. So we're kind of stuck going week to week.
New content.
So it's going to be a really good time.
New content.
I just love this series.
about it.
I just love this series so much. It's so clean. It's so much fun. It's I don't know. It just relives it gives me that feeling that you have in like a video game where your main character, and you just like turn all the cheats on and you kind of get to walk into wherever and do whatever because you are who you are. Like it's just a good time.
Dude, like, yeah, you load up and you get imposter, and everybody's like, wow, I'm pretty sure it's everybody but you for some reason. You're like, wow, I hacked their brains.
Ooh.
So it's just been real good. Side note, play Among Us with us. Lol.
That section got cut.
No, I know. That's why I said it now.
Go to
We didn't talk about Among Us for, like, 30
patreon.com/studio
minutes.
blank.
And check out your King's Coast. And watch roleplay and do all the fun things.
Send me King's Coast.
Yes.
I'll see you guys on Friday for watch party watching Dododo.
Yeah, that too.
So many fun things happening in the Studio Blank world. Anyway,
Yeah. And you know where else fun things are happening? The God of High School world.
True. Soul is fucking popping right now.
can I just say, I'm so fucking happy they didn't do a dumb thing.
What was the dumb thing that you thought they were gonna do?
Okay, so actually, you know what? Paul and I discussed this in was it the last episode or the previous one?
It was 2 episodes. It was when we had
Okay,
Death
so
on. It's when we had Death on.
It was 2 episodes ago. So they had one job, and their job was to not stick the Ilpio Park fight in with the Taijin and Nam fight.
Yep.
The Taijin rescue and the Nam fight. And they did a very great job of illustrating the dichotomy of what was going on during the Taijin rescue fight and the Nam fight into the Ilpio Park fight.
Yes.
And the fact that they didn't make
Because
the
they were 2
Ilpio Park
separate
fight.
episodes.
Yes, they were 2 separate episodes because
Not
Paul and I
even.
were pretty sure that
The
they were just gonna
Ilpio yes.
stick those fuckers together.
Because the Ilpio
and
fight
fuck
is
it up.
also 2 separate episodes. Thank God.
Yeah.
You're gonna see this
They-
coming week. I'm not spoiling anything ridiculous. You just know at the end of this week, like,
You know that it's gonna be
oh, it's not even just that. Like Ilpio's Chakryok, which really isn't
dude, I love
Chakryok.
Naruto.
Chariok,
No,
yeah.
his Chariok isn't even a Chariok.
I mean, it kind of is, but it's only like half a Chariok.
I mean,
It's
like,
it's real fucking hard to describe without just writing spoiler on my face and then opening my mouth and explaining it.
yeah.
I don't want to do that to
I don't
people yet.
either, because if I like, long story short, you'll figure it out in the next 3 weeks. And you're
It's
gonna
not exactly
understand.
fucking difficult to put
It's
together
really
once
not.
you see it.
Once you
I'm
see
sure I'll figure
once
it
you
out.
see this fight, and then probably the next episode, I'm just gonna say look for the color blue and you will understand. That's all I have. Actually, do I say blue No,
Listen, I got to
look
watch
at the moon.
Q doing
Just
extra
look at the
shit.
moon. Just look at the moon. That's all I have to say. Look at the moon. You will understand. It's gonna be good. I'm hoping
Wait.
What?
Is he gonna fuck the moon?
No.
He is not gonna fuck the moon,
Okay, thank God.
I mean, something happens with the moon, but he doesn't.
but he's not
fuck the
gonna
moon.
fuck the moon. There is no moon fucking.
There is no moon fucking at all. Moon
Moon's
is
haunted.
actually haunted. Yes.
The moon is definitely
The
fucking
moon is most
haunted.
definitely haunted. That's such a good.
Oh,
All
the moon
Destiny
is
memes
so
come back
fucking
forever.
haunted.
Anyway,
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted.
What- like literally, I'm gonna say this, and this is all I'm
The
gonna say
best
about
part
it.
is, this isn't a joke. We're actually serious about this.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and like, it's not really a spoiler. If you have ever seen the Destiny meme of astronaut comes back as Titan, and like comes back and like, what's going on? Why'd you come back?
That
Moon's
was past
haunted.
what happened.
Grabs a pistol. What do you mean? Moon's haunted. Walks back towards the moon. That's literally what happens in this webtoon. It's fucking hilarious. You will understand
it
later as to
legitimately-
why, but that's exactly what happens.
They legitimately hit you with the moon's haunted, and you're like, no. And then they go, yes. And you're like, fuck you, prove it. And then
I
they
know.
prove it to you, and you're like, motherfucker, they weren't kidding.
Moon's haunted.
It's not even just like Moon's haunted. Like, I'm trying to like, I can't like say any more without spoilers. Moon's fucking haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Anyway,
Yeah. Oh, can I talk about really quickly?
can I make the finish point? The final point about this specific thing?
No. Yes.
I wasn't gonna make the point about. I was gonna make the finish point about the fight, which is like we're also about to see, because you kind of see it here. The six are broken.
Oh
I mean-
yeah, dude, that one dude, he was like, okay, I'm gonna like kill everything, and then that man was swapping weapons like me and TTT. He shot a rocket launcher, he shot a bow and arrow, he threw a harpoon, he shot a friendship cannon, he pulled out
You
two
don't actually.
SMGs.
So this is what you miss out. You don't actually know what that is unless you watch the read the webtoon. Those are all national treasures.
Mm-hmm.
Every single
one of them
is a national treasure on level with or better than Mira's
than
sword.
Mira's sword.
Okay, so
All
here's
of
the thing.
them.
so our national treasures, essentially like what are the Imperial Arts? Or
From Fate.
no, a Kamiga kill.
Yes, but I want you to peer
Imperial
like,
Arms.
If
That's
you
what it
want
is.
to pair
Imperial Arms,
Imperial
yeah.
Arms with Fate Noble
Nas-
Phantasms and you put them together, that's basically what national treasures are. And every single thing that he used was a national treasure.
The other one, another good way to describe it. I'm trying to think. It's kind of
Each
like
one of them have names too, by the way. It's not just random.
it's kind of like the weapons from the 4 chosen weapons in Shield Hero, or they're like
Yeah.
that level of powerful.
Yeah.
I'm really just getting
he
a
has
Kamiga
over
kill Imperial
1,500.
Arms from it.
Yeah.
He has
It's-
over 1,500
Yeah, he has
Just
a
by-
ridiculous number of
just
them.
by himself. It's ridiculous.
It was very fun to watch, but
It's
I
a
do wanna
very
touch
cool-
on
Cool.
the animation for their fights. Like when Ilpio and Jin Mori started fighting, right?
Yeah.
When they started fighting, they did very low level fighting,
Yes.
but the animation was so incredibly clean.
It reminded me a lot of Naruto versus Sasuke at the end. Just very, very
was-
clean, very, very smooth, no like extraneous movements, just kind of like fist, palm, block, punch, like
And it was
all of it.
animated so smoothly. It was like I was watching something fluid almost.
Yes. And
It
then
was
they got to the
beautiful.
fun stuff.
And then it
And
it
now they're
obviously
about
gets
to
more
get-
choppy when the big stuff happens, but like it was just
It's
it
about to
was
get even
so
better.
clean. I'm about it. Listen, every episode that gives me a scene of Q flipping around with a scythe, we're chilling.
You just
Honestly,
so the problem is
I-
you just need to read the webtoon then, because there was a lot of Q in the webtoon.
There's
Good.
like,
a fuck ton of Q in the
You
webtoon.
probably won't get it in the anime because like a lot of Q's points end up being like up until like current stuff is like kind of filler, and like extraneous exposition on like the 6 and what's going on with Mugen. But like Q's kind of just dope.
Q's fucking sick, bro.
I'll put it this way too, by the way. This isn't like a real spoiler, because like it doesn't like it takes Q literally like 25, is it about 20 something years to become a member of the Six? Like he becomes a member of the Six. It just takes him 20 something years.
And 3 apartments.
At least
More
three
than
apartments.
3 apartments.
At least 3.
Mans fights another member of this, because to get into the Six you have to
I'm
beat
not
a
saying
member of
he
the Six.
rented 3 apartments. I'm saying he lost 3 apartments.
Yes, this is true.
That's what I'm saying. It was at least 3.
It was at least 3.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a really interesting end of the season. I think I know
I'm
where they're
very
ending.
excited.
Tim, I'm going to ask you this here, and just so we have it on record for podcast, do you think they're going to end at reveal of Blue, or do you think they're going to end at reveal of?
Well, it's a 24 episode show.
It is. It's. I thought it was. What episode are we on right now?
10.
I thought it was a 13.
I'm pretty sure it was 24.
Hold on. Tim's having audio issues, guys. Give us just a moment. Just a moment. Just a wee moment. We back?
Okay.
24
and
or
my
30.
Discord audio just died.
Okay. Things. I'm pretty sure it's a 13 episode season.
I remember reading something about it being 24 episode.
Tim. I'm checking something. 13. 13 episodes.
No, you're right. It's 13.
Yep.
I was
That's what I was worried about. So anyway,
Boom.
like it's going to be really interesting to see how they finish it up. I really hope they end it at where I hope they're ending it. It's shown in the cover art. Oh, that's messed up the video.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He's
Video's
back.
fine.
He's back. Are we good? Nope. It's being weird.
Can you hear us?
Nope.
I think we're having some
Okay,
technical
so
difficulties.
for-
We're good now?
The boys and girls at home,
Mhm.
my headphones died, and while we were recording, so I cannot hear Nate or Paul. They can hear me.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I have no idea what's going on. This has been a fucking time,
Hey, Tim,
and
wanna
I
borrow
have to
my
restart
AirPods?
Discord again and fucking hope that it works this time,
Oh,
because fuck
boy.
Discord, fuck their stupid audio, fuck you guys, fuck them.
That's
If you
getting
can't
cut.
tell, I'm frustrated.
That's getting cut. Lol. Just a moment, guys. Hold.
Technical difficulties.
Where's the emergency meeting button when you need it? Ah. As he
And-
joins.
I still
As he
can't,
joins.
so give me a moment.
Ba-da-boo.
Boo.
Maybe. Still can't hear you guys. Just record the rest of the podcast without me, I guess? I don't fucking know.
All right, well, we'll cut back in right.
Go.
Well, so
I just really hope
Tim-
they finish it out well.
yeah.
It's going to be one of those shows where the ending
Mhm.
makes or breaks it. If it's not done right, it's going to be a dumpster fire.
Well,
It's
we got
going to be a
We got
trigger.
3 more episodes.
It's
So
going to be a trigger. If they don't do it right, it's going to be a trigger. I'm going to be really upset about it.
would
so-
you be? Are you saying you would be triggered?
I guess I just have to put you guys out of the display and hope that it's quiet enough that it doesn't get picked up by my mic.
Oh, that works. Welcome back.
This is really stupid, and I
Can you
hate
hear us
this.
now?
I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
All right, cool. You wanna
Timestamp that for me real quick.
Yeah,
drop
okay.
the timestamp, and then you wanna?
It's just
wrap
going to
this
make
up?
editing. Yep.
All right,
5,
cool.
4, 3, 2, 1. Cool.
All right. Don't know why we were clapping.
It just
Uh,
worked. I just really hope that when they finish episode 13, it's not a trigger ending. Because if they don't do it right, the ending of God of High School is going to be a trigger ending, or they're going to reveal it well, and it's going to like be the it's going to be a Tower of God. If they do it well, it'll be a Tower of God ending,
where it sets up for the future.
It's not even just that it sets up for the future. Like, it makes you want to like be there in the future. Like the ending of Tower of God, especially with the teaser for Veal, right? Has you on this like precipice where you're like, I cannot wait for season 2 because season 1 was incredible, and like you have all these moments. Otherwise, like, you don't know what you're trying to get to. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't end it where I think, and Tim and I have talked about this extensively before, like if they don't end it with Blue and like the associated points there, you have nothing really, like no conceptual understanding of like what season 2 is supposed to bring, you know?
Yeah.
And it feels like you're missing out on things. So that's my comment for that. And I'm just hoping they do it well. So
yeah, I mean, it's been questionably paced for most of the season, so I hope they pace the ending well.
Yes,
because how you land says a lot about you as a show.
Yes, it does.
Ending will be what people remember.
Yep.
So
I'm just trying to have faith that it won't suck. That's all I can do.
I mean, if they finish like they did with this 3-episode block, properly pacing things and allowing it to kind of breathe and hit those important moments, I think we'll be okay. So,
all right,
guys.
Well, hey,
it's
guys,
gonna be episode for episode 11. Thanks for hanging out. We apologize for some smaller technical difficulties and couple smooth cuts. We just want to make sure this is nice and
hopefully
digestible.
Hopefully by the start of the spring season of anime, we'll all be living together and we won't have these technical difficulties where Discord decides to have a stroke.
Yeah,
We'll
but
be good.
For this week, we just wanted to keep it nice, easy, light. And speaking of things that are light,
that was a good transition. I can't believe that was good. You're good. I can't believe it. I can't believe that transition was so good. Just like I can't believe how good your light novel title's about to be.
Oh baby, this one is a
doozy.
It's something.
Ooh baby,
so
a triple.
One, let me hit you with this title.
Okay.
The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Hey, how about treason?
I only like half heard that because I have you super quiet, but wow, that was still fucking hilarious.
How about treason?
How about treason?
Literally the end is parentheses. Hey, how about treason? And question mark in parentheses. Oh, wait, I want to save changes to light novel. This is your synopsis of this. It ain't easy being a genius. Prince Wayne is ready to commit treason.
It's Wayne?
And who
is he Batman already? Like, what is this?
Wein Wayne.
It should have been Batman. Anyway, continue.
And who can blame him? Faced with the impossible task of ruling his pathetic little kingdom, this poor guy can't catch a break. But with his brilliant idea of auctioning off his country, Lazy Prince should be able to retire once and for all. Or that was the plan. Until his treasonous schemes lead to disastrous consequences, namely accidental victories and the favor of his people. So basically, he's trying to throw his country into disarray so he can sell it and never have to deal with being a prince because he just wants to hang out. And in trying to overthrow his own country, he's accidentally leading it to victory.
That's amazing.
Can I read this?
Yes.
It's probably on Bookwalker.
I need to read this now. Mostly because I feel like it's too absurd.
Almost every single light novel that I pull is available on Amazon, and you can just like buy it.
Cool.
Like paperback or Kindle versions.
Side note, one last thing before we go. This is not quite anime, but like cool weeby, like fun sci-fi things. If you guys didn't know, Dune's coming out with a movie and the trailer releases and Jason Momoa is playing Duncan Idaho. And that's all I have to say. So please, 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 for the sake of understanding me as a human being, go watch that trailer because Dune's incredible. That's all.
Well, thanks guys for listening to this, our shortest episode, which we kept short because we are great at that. Hey, Paul, where can people find you?
Guys, seriously, thanks for listening. I'm Paul. You can find me all over the internet at I_love_Mondays, MUNDAYS. And you can catch me on Twitter right there as well. And you can catch me elsewhere streaming on the internet at twitch.tv/raredrop or twitch.tv/I love Mondays, no underscores. Comfy, where can the boys find you?
Oh, you can all find me at Comfimus on Twitter, Facebook, gaming, and Twitch, where I am live a lot of the time, or I rant on Twitter. Also, hey, make sure you don't just follow our Twitters, but the Studio Blank Twitter at Studio Blank Pod, which is run by none other than our wonderful. Hey, Tim, where can people find you?
Yo, bitches, it's run by me, Syndixatrix, otherwise known as Tim. You can find me on Twitter and on Twitch at Syndixatrix, SYNDAXATRIX. And I'm sorry, I'm just like really frustrated with the technical difficulties when we had like 10 minutes left in the episode.
Tim
So I'm
just sat
just
here
trying to
and-
hold my shit
not even just
together.
that, like you had that, like you have this moment where every single time you do it, you go, I have to spell this, I have to spell this out, I have to spell this right, and you just
You
little like
look-
sing-songy thing, and
you
it's the
look
best
like-
part.
I do the
You
for
look
the
like you're
for the
dead
people that
inside
aren't
right now,
patrons and can't see
honestly.
this. I legitimately like it's kind of like a half dab as I spell it out for myself because it's the only way that I can remember how to spell my own goddamn name.
Sorry, I was trying to remember how to spell my name.
Guys,
Actually,
thanks
getting
for
a headache now.
listening to episode 11. We'll catch you next time. We're out. Bye, Cherry.